Thank you, Reverend Jan, for that fantastic story for all ages. We could really feel that that was for kids. I would like to say and bow, the tree in me sees the tree in you. And that is reminding us of, another wisdom tradition. The light in me sees the light in you. And we are so aware of the universality of what we are hearing as we are exploring these different traditions. I would like to today share a story that Marshall Rosenberg shared, who many of you will know from nonviolent communication. And I didn't know, but apparently he grew up in Detroit and was, at 9 years old, profoundly affected by the race riots, black, white, in Detroit. And there he also experienced anti-Semitism. And we see what he went to do with his life work. At some point, he was mediating between Palestinians and Jews and speaking on praise, how to give praise. What did you do, say? How did that make me feel? What do I need to ask? Afterwards, a Palestinian who followed the Sufi path came up to him, took Marshall's hand, what I tell you Qigong people, that lovely heart point in the middle, and kissed his hand. Looked at him and said, "I kiss the God in you." So profound after this speaking about how to give praise. How can you have any ego trip on that? How can you come with false humility? To me, this is really getting at some of the essence of what we're going to explore today as a Sufi, particular, universal practice of going into the heart and seeing what we can find there of living spirit. So I invite you now, as so often, to settle in, close your eyes if you wish, perhaps put your hands over your heart and allow yourself to drop out of your head and into your heart. Just a few breaths to get comfortable here and to open now your inner vision, your heart mind. Is there living spirit in you, in your heart, perhaps greater than you or your highest self? How do you feel that? How do you perhaps see that? Are you a tree? Are you other natural beings? Are you something other? What is your sense, your visual for the sacred, the divine, with whom you are in relationship? How does that connection work for you? Can you hear clearly? Do you just know? what might you do to deepen that connection? The Sufi practice feels so romantic, so devotional in its languaging of God as the beloved in the heart. We know this from Rumi's poetry that can feel like personal love. This is for the beloved God. Take a moment now to think of people, animals, if you will, who are beloved to you. And look into their hearts. How do you see, feel, connect with the sacred, living presence in them? And with however much willingness to remain open to connection, to closest circle, community, widest world, especially at this time, come also back to your own heart. And if you will, renew your commitment to listen deeper to your own self and to connect more often to the sacred in others. And now, closing this spiritual practice, looping back to where we actually started with a Sufi practice in our music today. Chanting is huge for Sufis. Music, that beloved, come, come, is realizing the universality of how we chant. And after this, we are now going to see a beautiful video with the extremely well-known Whirling Dervishes, the dance, which is also a spiritual practice. Thank you.